Hi guys, I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Belle.
And we're the Phage Sisters.
Let's have fun! Oh no! So we have another top 5 today for everyone, and it took us a while to figure out what to call this one, but we think we got it. So this is my top 5 non-ride / experiences at the Magic Kingdom. So it's things at the Magic Kingdom that are in my top 5 that aren't rides.
It's very confusing.
Yeah, I think you'll get the gist of it when we start going.
Yeah, top 5 non-ride experiences. Take the slash out.
Fantastic! That's exactly what I mean.
You had to do is take the slash out.
Yeah, that's why I keep you around.
Go on then, tell everyone.
And you gonna guess it?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a little guess.
Okay, I don't have any honorable.
I can't see.
Absolute cheat.
I can't read your writing.
That just says the Magic Kingdom.
I can't read your writing.
Neither can I.
It was the wind.
Okay, yeah, I don't have any honourable mentions, so it's literally just my top 5.
Parade.
Which one? Oh, we only have one.
We only have
We have no nighttime parade at Florida anymore. Never mind.
Festival of Fantasy.
Are you just shouting them out?
Just
or are you
shouting
putting
them
in
out.
order?
We all know Hall of Presidents is number 1.
Oh, of course.
Festival of Fantasy. 1. Number 2, Festival of Fantasy. Number 3, Dapper Dans. Number 4, Festival of Fantasy. Number 5, Enchanted Tales with Belle.
I forgot that was an experience.
Yeah, I also forgot the Country Bears as an experience. Wow. It's not on my list.
I love Belle.
Okay, so that can be in your honorary mentions. No, you said you didn't have
Yeah, she can be an honorary mention because I can't be bothered to go through and renumber everything. Okay, well I can tell you for a fact
Festival of Fantasy.
That Festival of Fantasy
2 and 4
is on the list. It's there. But let's go through. So
okay.
Number 5, I have put Happily Ever After.
You don't like that.
I don't like that, but I
like it when they go boom.
Yes, I do like that it goes boom. So yes, number 5, I put Happily Ever After. Now, I am not a fan of Happily Ever After, but I have put it in top 5 May I help you?
Just keep going, I can't.
I have put it in my top 5 because I think there's just something so special about fireworks.
I like it when they go boom.
Oh, I didn't finish what I was saying. Because they go boom. I need to get my feelings out about this, but I really want to move on.
I'm just not gonna look at you.
Okay, so I don't like Happily Ever After because I think it replaced one of the best shows ever. I am such a big Wishes fan, and I think that if they want to do castle projections, that's great, but make that a separate thing. Don't have it in the same thing as a firework display. But I think there is something very magical about fireworks at the end of the day, not because they go boom.
I like it when they go boom.
But there's something very special about them.
I'm not saying anything during this segment. We've got to move on.
I'm so sorry that was quick, but I had to get it out. So number 5. Happily Ever After. Okay, number 4 on my list You didn't say this. You only said like 2 things. Number 4 is Mickey's Friendship Fair.
I honestly can't speak right now. Like, I'm not in a good place. Tell the people.
So, Mickey's Friendship Fair, I've only seen it a few times. I feel that you're a bigger fan than me.
Listen to it every day.
I think Charlotte actually cries when she sees it. But you cry when you see Elsa, so...
I've just said I'm not in a good place right now. Why would you bring that up? I'm so sorry.
But yes, Mickey's Friendship Fair is so much fun. I don't know when they would put it, but I think we should put it at a different time of day because I cannot stand in midday heat.
It's played several times a day. It doesn't just play once.
Yes, but it's always hot in the sun.
It's because it's Florida and we go in the summer.
I know, we should really start going another time. I can't hack the heat. I get so angry when I'm hot.
I burnt my foot waiting for Mickey's. I burnt my foot waiting for Friendship Fair. It was worth it.
Oh, okay.
To see Elsa.
But no, I think it's great. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. So number 4, Mickey's Friendship Fair.
We can pull it back. We can pull it back.
We got it. We need to because number 1 deserves it. Number 3.
Fantasy.
Number 3 on my list. Do you want to guess?
Oh, number 4 contains pyrotechnics.
I know it does.
I like it when it goes boom. I like it when it goes boom. Little booms in there.
Number 3. You want to guess?
Festival of Fantasy.
No. And number 3 is... Festival of Fantasy. No, number 3 is the... What are you saying?
What are you saying?
The Be Our Guest restaurant.
Oh yeah, food counts, doesn't it?
Well, it's an experience, isn't it? So
that turkey sandwich is an experience.
Give me that bean.
That bean thing that you have every time is so
good. It's amazing. So if you guys haven't guessed yet, I love Beauty and the Beast. That's why I get people to call me Belle. That's a lie. It's not.
Her name is Annabelle.
It's Annabelle, but I'd like to be called Belle. Thank you very much.
She says looking at her Beauty and the Beast notebook next to her Beauty and the Beast tapestry with her Beauty and the Beast other memorabilia. I'm
a really big fan. I love Beauty and the Beast. So when they made the Be Our Guest restaurant, I just cried. I thought it was, oh my god, that is just, oh my god, it's amazing. Those chandeliers and everything. And I think it's great because you can go literally any time of the day. As long as you have a reservation, you need one of those.
I think you can get a walk-up.
You can get walk-ups, but they're hard sometimes.
Ed, if you want to eat there, it's like at the castle or any kind of dining experience, because although it's not necessarily like a character meet and greet, it is more of an experience.
Yes.
Like a signature experience. You need to book for those. They do breakfast, lunch and dinner. A couple people don't really like the menu, but then we've never done breakfast and we haven't done dinner since, I think basically since the first time we went.
I know, I did dinner a few years ago. It was the trip when you weren't there.
So,
but
yeah,
we love lunch there.
I can't comment on the menu for dinner or breakfast, but the menu for lunch.
So I think it's so good.
I really like. I think it's good value for Disney money. You just like with the castle, you pay for the experience.
You
don't necessarily pay for the food, because if you're going to pay for the food, you're going to go to somewhere like.
But the food is so good.
California
though.
Grill, you know.
Yeah, but the food at Be Our Guest though is so good. It's so tasty. It's so good.
Certainly hits the spot with me. That turkey sandwich and here we go. If you go with someone who has the beef sandwich, they get this little just.
What do they get? Just. I think it has a special name.
I think it's a just.
It's just. How do you spell that for me, please?
You get a little just. It's like a really, really thin gravy.
Yeah.
And if you get the turkey sandwich and they don't want the juice, you'll take the juice, you dip your turkey sandwich in the juice, and it's really good.
Or you could possibly ask
you dip your
when
chips.
you order the juice that comes with the beef sandwich. Can I get that?
You can do, but sometimes ordering there, because of the way that the ordering
it is a bit awkward.
It's really awkward to ask for things with. It's like when you go to a quick service and you ask for something without, you know.
Yes.
Can I have a number 4 but without X, Y, and Z?
Yes.
Because although Be Our Guest, you know, like has a restaurant, the lunch is classed as a quick service, so it's made like a quick service, and you order like a quick service. So to ask for something without something actually
is hard,
quite difficult, and normally, you know, it's hot and you're all rammed in that little, you know, that corridor with the talking suits of armor and stuff, and they just want to get you through as quick as they can.
But it's really cool though, because you order and then you sit at lunch wherever you want to sit, and then the food just arrives. It's like magic.
It is, I think, one of the best and cheapest ways to experience Be Our Guest. If you're on a budget,
Yes.
go and have lunch. You can sit in whatever room you want, you can have a look around. You don't get to experience it fully. The Beast isn't going to be there, he's only there at dinner. But you do get to see the suits of armour because you're stood in between them, but normally people are quite loud so you can't hear them speak. But if you don't want to be spending like $50 per person, then lunch, and you get refills. Free refills there as well. And also, as we all discovered in my top 5 quick service, I like variety. So you can get chips and that kind of thing, but it is nice to just go and have a sandwich. You know, you don't constantly want a burger or chicken nuggets. It offers something, just, it's like a slightly elevated quick service, if that makes sense.
I'd say that.
And you still get the experience, but I mean, they do kind of ram you in and try and move you quite quickly, and sometimes the food can take a while, but the bean salad that you have is
salad
magnifique.
But yes, number 3 of my top 5 Disney non-ride experiences of the Magic Kingdom.
Wow, what's the longest title?
So number 3 is the Be Our Guest restaurant. Number 2
is it Festival of Fantasy?
Festival of Fantasy.
Anyone is going to think it's my favourite thing. It's not actually my number 1.
No, but we love Festival of Fantasy. I can't remember. I feel like it's been here for ages. Do you know what year it came?
It's been here quite a while. I actually found out the other day and now I've forgotten because I was like, what?
Basically, it feels like it's been there forever. But I absolutely love it. I think it's great. Yeah, the floats are so much fun. I love the music. I'd sing it, but I don't want to be taken down. For copyright reasons. But I just love it, and it's so much fun.
2014, so 6 years, so yeah, quite a long time, but it still feels
fresh. It feels new
and fresh, and I think that's a lot to do with the costumes and the characters. And
I think they chose really good characters and films to show in it.
Yeah, no, I think there's a really good mix. Sorry, I'm trying to go through it in my brain.
So you have like the princesses, and you have the Tangled float, then you've got the Peter Pan float. Then what comes after Peter Pan? Merida.
I was just gonna say it might not be in the right order, but Merida,
you've got Merida, you've got the Little Mermaid, you've got obviously the dragon, incredible.
Yeah, and
then you've got
the end. And
like the Pinocchio.
I think that's everything, and I really like the end because it's all so fun. It's all fun, but you have like Alice and Snow White and Pinocchio and any other little characters.
Are really nice and colourful in that one as well. They're really playful, which I really like.
The music, I can hear it in my head. I think the music for the parades is really, really well put together because they try and take snippets from every single film that is mentioned and put it into some kind of cohesive story so that there's like a through line, and it's so clever. I'm not saying the other ones didn't do that, but a lot of them had, I remember 1 or 2 parades from across all the parks, like Hollywood, including when they did like Stars and Cars and Mickey's Jam and Jungle Parade. Showing my age. It just kind of felt like it was like one note. Does that make sense? Whereas this one, you know, they have
go on a journey.
They have the Festival of Fantasy, but then the princess section is really clever because it's got Beauty and the Beast into A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes into Frozen. But I don't think there
isn't anything for Princess and the Frog, even though they're there.
But interestingly enough, Frozen wasn't in it. Because obviously it's 2014, Frozen came out in 2013, if I remember rightly. There is a version somewhere on YouTube of the original score, and instead of when it's like let it go, it goes I know you, and it used to have Aurora and Philip was supposed to be where Anna and Elsa are.
They get their own special thing. They had to wait 6 years, but they special in...
Oh, they are now, because what annoys me is that Aurora is not in the parade at all.
No, but Charlotte.
And the dragon is amazing. Philip is the one, you know, with his sassy cape flip.
I mean,
and the 3 good fairies. But why is Aurora not like in the section in the back?
Disney were waiting, and they were like, we are going to give the Sleeping Beauty fans what they deserve with Magic Happens. Like, you get the biggest float, and you get the changing colour dress.
We did. We do deserve it.
You know, you waited and you got what you deserved.
But there's some really good properties in there. I think that really sort of encompass, obviously Magic Happens has got other things in it, and I keep thinking about the fact that, you know, like Moana and Coco and stuff are in there, but I just think everything that is in Festival of Fantasy,
it's so
Disney, was released before 2015, because obviously it came out in 2014, is so Disney.
It's so Disney.
It's like so Disney.
The characters that you want to see in the parade when you think of Disney are there, and I just think it's great. So
I think the one that's a bit of a curveball is Merida.
Yes, but she deserves.
I mean, those
people
giant
sleep
bagpipes.
on her.
I love her.
They sleep on her and she deserves more. But yes, number 2, finally, Festival of Fantasy. So, we have made it to the big boy. For number 1! I'm gonna give you 2 guesses.
I got nothing.
You got nothing at all? Nothing? How about you use your brain?
I got nothing.
You ain't no sister of mine. My number 1 top experience at the Magic Kingdom is the Carousel of Progress. How dare you not get that? Because it's not a ride, because it is a show.
I'll be honest, I was thinking about shows with live performers. I wasn't even, like I'd said at the beginning, I'd forgotten about the Country Bears and like the Tiki Room, like I wasn't either. The Hall of Presidents was a joke. I'd forgotten about food. Like my list is like live performers. If there was still Streetmosphere, it would be Streetmosphere. But that kind of thing, that's where my train of thought went. So that's why Carousel of Progress. If you'd said favourite show at Magic Kingdom, I would have said Carousel of Progress.
Well, my number 1 is the Carousel of Progress. Now, settle in, children. I'm gonna tell you a story. The Carousel of Progress has a very...
Sorry.
Has a very special place in my heart. I'm just gonna plug myself. I wrote a dissertation on it, and I've always loved it, even though I will put my hands up and I have napped in it before.
We've all done
Everyone's done it.
I love it and I've done it.
But I wrote my dissertation on it last year and just found this whole new love for it, and
I'd just like to say her dissertation was really good.
if anyone wants to, just let me know, I'll send it to you.
What did you get?
Oh, I got it first. I got 71 out of 100 for it. Found out when I was in Disneyland Paris. It was all very Disney, it was great. Yeah, I just think after doing so much research on it, everyone sleeps on it, and I understand why you do. It's all the way at the back, and I feel part of the reason it's still there is because of the history with Walt Disney and the fair and everything, but
I think people think it's old because it hasn't had an update in a long time. The future section is an old-fashioned idea that is now outdated of what the future should be, and in a weird way, it's nostalgic. But if you...
Girl, don't talk to me about the nostalgic. I had that in my dissertation.
If you haven't done it before, it's not nostalgic.
Yes, I do think the reason obviously that I love it so much is because of the research I did behind it, but sometimes I'm like, don't touch things, leave it. But I would absolutely love to see some TLC given to the Carousel of Progress. I would love them. They obviously did the outside of it, which looks cool. I still miss the cogs. I miss those, but I think the colours look really cool. I think, you know, they're animatronics now. I know there's so many animatronics, but just give them some new animatronics.
I think what you can do is, now it's been so long, they are almost historical artifacts, so there's no reason why you can't update it and take some of the original sets and put them at the Walt Disney Family Museum, or I personally think they should have a museum on site.
Agreed.
Like in Disney Springs or something. If Walt Disney Presents wasn't taken over by Sully and his meet and greet, you could have it there, you know, like they have the Abraham Lincoln animatronic.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's no reason why John and Rover and that kind of thing can't be.
Yeah.
Because I think you can update it but still have some of its charm. They can still paint them that way. They don't have to use...
I think they should paint them that way.
The projection mapping for faces and
I do think that they should keep the time periods the way they are, because that's what Walt Disney envisioned when he made this. I do think...
They changed the future scene though.
I do think they should change it slightly but keep that nostalgic feeling of what they thought the future was in the 60s.
Yeah, but the thing is that they changed the future scene. The future scene is not what was at the World's Fair. So what they should do, sorry, I was waiting for you to be like, no, you're wrong, and I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I'm right. What they should do is update it by taking it back.
Okay.
So instead of trying to update the future, because this is the thing, anything, this is the problem with Tomorrowland, anything that is to do with the future and tomorrow is outdated so quickly, way more quickly than it was like 20 years ago, because of the progression of technology and how fast everything moves and works. Instead of doing like an 80s view of the future or whatever, why not go back to the original?
Yeah, that's
and have his view.
I was saying,
Oh, sorry.
Have a 60s view of what the future was going to be.
But have it what it was originally. Does that make sense?
Sort of. I think we're on the same page.
Because how can you know what the future was going to be like? How can you know what someone in the 60s thought the future was going to be like now?
Yeah.
Take it back, take the original sketches and
no, totally.
do it that
I think
way.
because there is so much nostalgia nostalgia attached to the Carousel of Progress. I think that would be the way to do it, to update the technology that's involved in it, but everything that is nostalgic and the things that everyone loves about it, to keep that intact.
There's a way of updating without making it look like Frozen Ever After or the Mine
Yes,
Train.
if they put project mapping on it, I would strike.
Like,
I ain't a crazy fan
You don't
of it.
need to have like the projection mapping. You don't need to have all of these crazy different techniques. You can update it. I mean, look at the Hall of Presidents.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the animatronics all blend in to one another. You're not telling me that every time a new president is in there, they update every single person's animatronic.
Oh
like, they can't, surely they can't do that.
But basically, that is why the Carousel Progress is my #1. Those are our thoughts on it. But shall we
So now,
go
do you
back
have
over?
any honorable mentions? Will
Enchanted Tales with Belle. She's there.
She's there.
She's a thing. I think that's great. Oh, I don't know.
I'm now singing the song in my head.
There's copyright. That's copyright. I don't think of anything else at the moment.
Okay, we'll go on.
Quite enjoy the trolley show. That's a bit
Give
of
us your
fun,
5
isn't
to
it?
1.
Coming in at #5, Happily Ever After.
I like it when they go boom.
Coming in at #4, Mickey's Friendship Fair. #3 is the Be Our Guest restaurant. #2 is Festival of Fantasy, and #1 is the Carousel of Progress. So that is my top 5 non-ride experiences at the Magic Kingdom. I'm glad we got there.
I feel like this video was a kind of a hot mess.
I feel we had so much chaotic energy into like academic energy at the end. Like,
We spoke
what
so
a
much,
mix.
the camera was like, shut up.
They were like,
please
we don't
shut
want to know
up.
anymore. But basically, that is my top 5. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you do want to read my dissertation, just let me know. Drop me a message, okay? Just plugging it there. But yeah,
You're plugging a free service.
I'm plugging education.
And on that note, we're gonna go.
Let me know in yeah, we're gonna go.